Hi. Hello, hello, lovely people. Hi. My name is Chef Anna, and I'm here in my Auckland kitchen. Welcome. For those who are here the first time, I'm a Ukrainian cookbook author and chef, and I've been hosting classes with Truffle Shuffle and ButcherBox for a long time. I think it's over 3 years now. And today we're making something very, very special because this is a sheer inspiration. So today we're making a whole roasted chicken, uh, extra lemony chicken inspired by one and only my icon, my idol, Marcella Hazan. And we're putting my twist on it because I'm from Eastern Europe. So I wanted to add some of the flavors that I grew up eating. I'm adding a lovely Georgian walnut sauce. This is not a Ukrainian sauce by no means, but walnuts are abundant in Ukraine and all over Eastern Europe. And in Georgia, where I traveled and where I draw a lot of inspiration for my cooking, walnuts probably one of the most crucial ingredients, and they have this amazing walnut chicken. So it's basically chicken that is stewed in walnut sauce, and it's amazing. It's wonderful, and I wanted to combine these two dishes to bring some flavor and something familiar and unfamiliar for most people together. And we'll be pairing everything with lovely crunchy fattoush salad. So we'll go through all the ingredients we need to have because I think this is the most ingredient intense class I've ever hosted, the most amount of ingredients ever. Usually my recipes kind of simpler, but right now we have like chicken, we have whole salad with a dressing and a separate sauce. So lots of different ingredients. So let's make sure that we have everything ready and then we'll start cooking. But, hello, hello. Yes, Wendy, I'm excited as well. From San Jose, yay! We have a lovely weather now. So San Jose, Auckland, yay! Enjoying lovely days. It's almost summer finally in the Bay Area. Hi, hi, hi. Awesome, awesome. Yes, please, if you have any questions, make sure that you type them. Our lovely support team will highlight the questions and I will answer them. For some reason, I only have a partial view, but I'm able to read. So first thing first, we need to make sure we are preheating our oven just this very second. If you didn't do it, start. It's 350 Fahrenheit. Mine is already hot. So you are preheating right now, and then take your chicken out of the fridge if it's not already out of the fridge. The perfect temperature to start cooking any protein is around room temperature or slightly below, but not cold. The thing is, we want to make sure that the inside, the bones, and the outside of the kitchen or of the chicken is as close to the same temperature as possible. Because usually, when it spends some time in the fridge, the bones get very, very cold, and it takes them way more time to um, get back to the temperature as the surface of the chicken. So when you cook, you might experience raw chicken close to the bones. We will not experience that today, but just in case, always take your protein like at least 1 hour before you start cooking. Let it just be on the counter. It will not get spoiled, I promise. It will just get to the right temperature. But if you didn't do it, we'll survive that. We just need this little guy, meat thermometer, to check the doneness of our chicken, because chicken is a protein you don't want to undercook. Due to multiple reasons. We're not naming the diseases here, but yes, trust me, you want to make sure it's 165 Fahrenheit. And only this thing can tell it for sure. Any mean thermometer will work. I'm using Thermapan. People always ask. This is an old one. I got it from my cooking school. The first day of my cooking school, we got it as a part of our kit. And it's with me ever since. Never failed once. Never changed batteries once. So this one is a very reliable. It's an investment. It's over $100, but I don't know. It's like it's unbreakable. So before we'll go through all of the ingredients, I want to start with our chicken just because it takes time. It takes about hour 20 minutes to cook, and we want to send it to the oven as soon as possible. So for the chicken, we need whole chicken. See this lovely ButcherBox chicken I have. Pat, dry it with a paper towel. Mine is already dry. You see, no liquid. And we want to pat dry because any extra liquid will prevent our chicken from getting lovely and crispy and brown, because it will take longer to evaporate the water from the surface. So we want it dry inside and outside as well. Then we need two lemons like about this big, one toothpick, very important. Lemon pepper seasoning from ButcherBox. This is what will make this chicken extra lemony. And we need some salt. We are not using pepper because this one has already lemon, pepper, and salt. So we are going lightly with regular salt because this one already has it. So this recipe is inspired by Marcella Hazan. Like literally, this chicken is her chicken. Only couple of ingredients. This is world famous chicken because due to her incredible technique of roasting and adding lemons to chicken and prickling lemons, it gets this amazing aroma, incredible juicy meat, and crispy skin. So it's just fail proof, incredible recipe. Oh, no, you can rinse your chicken, but just pat dry it completely. You can rinse your chicken, that's fine. And then the idea for this recipe came from the documentary I just watched about her, and one of the people one of her friends told that he made her chicken more times than any other recipe in the world. And I thought, okay, this is interesting. Sounds like a very, very simple recipe. What's so special about it? And what's special is the technique. So we will be roasting our chicken under two temperatures. We'll start with 350, and then we'll bump our temperature to 400 to make our chicken crispy. And we will start pretty unusual with our chicken skin side down, breast side down. But we'll get to that. For now, what we want to do is to season our chicken. And as you can tell, I have my baking tray and my wire rack. And wire rack is important. If you have it, use it. It will let the air circulate under our chicken. So it will not be too close to the surface. So it will still have a little bit of room between the chicken meat and the surface. And this is what we want, like this air circulation. It will allow the chicken to cook more evenly. But if you don't have it, you'll survive. Trust me. My grandma cooked without any fancy equipment, and her food was always delicious. So I think we can manage without the wire rack, but if you have it, use it. So now take a good pinch of salt. I'm starting with the inside of the chicken, like that, just seasoning the inside and then outside. Just lightly season and rub it in. Oh, see, my this side is a little bit shinier, so I will use the paper towel and dab it like that. Nice. So, good amount of salt. And now go with lemon pepper, like that. First, the inside, like that, all the way inside, and on the outside. So you see, we already have some lovely lemony chicken skin. Flip it over, season a little more. So this is pretty much all the seasoning we're going to use for our chicken. And don't forget to go on the sides as well. Okay, I think this is good. We just want like this nice even spread of flakes of dried lemon and pepper and salt. And now, very important thing. It's silly, but it's like it works. So Marcella in her recipe, she says that you need to prick the lemon with a toothpick 20 times. So I'm following her guidance. 20 times it is. I will wash my hands and I'll do that. Do it with a toothpick. It's very convenient. So I will move this one, and I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you just turn your lemon and make sure that all the sides are poked with, you can do 25 times, I think, or 15. It will also work. So this is, you smell your lemon and you already can tell that it smells more intense because you poke the skin, and the juices and the aromas, the oils will just come to the surface. And once the chicken is in the oven, it will heat, and all the steamy wonderful aromatics will just infuse our chicken. And we'll do the same with another lemon. Okay, I'm not counting this time. I hope Marcella will forgive me. This is it. 2 lemons. Perfect. The exact amount that, see, I couldn't fit the third one. So now we're flipping our chicken breast side down, and we are sending it into the hot oven. And we're doing it, we'll flip it on the other side. This will allow our breast to stay moist. So if you would roast it all the way up, breast side up for the whole 1 hour, 20 minutes, there is a risk that your breast will be dry, but with this technique, it will not be. So right now we're protecting our breast from drying out. So seasoned chicken, 350 Fahrenheit. My oven is not convection oven, just regular oven. Let's do it. Middle rack. And I'm starting my timer, and it will be 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes. Yay. No oil. We're not adding oil. No. So this is it. I will wash my hands, and my chicken didn't touch the surface. That's good, because every time you cook with chicken, you want to make sure you're using something strong to like sanitize the space. Okay, washing my hands, and now we have 30 minutes to go through other parts of the recipe. Yay, hi, Ohio. Oh, by the way, today is salami day. Totally random fact. I just found out. So happy salami day. If you did not celebrate and you have some salami, get a snack. This is the day to snack on salami. And also, since we're done with the very important part and it's like going on its own, make sure you have something in your glass. I'm drinking non-alcoholic cider, which is amazing. It's not sweet, it's just beautiful. You can drink some wine or water, stay hydrated. Cheers. Happy salami day. Order some salami. I already had some. I have friends who make salami and they gifted me a little bit, so it's budma. Yeah, it's a fun thing. Random facts. And today I found out that February 1st is National or even World Fermentation Day. All those random holidays, but they're fun. So, okay, people. So now we are going through ingredients for the sauce, and we're going through ingredients for our salad. For the sauce, this is a Georgian walnut sauce, very traditional. What makes it Georgian? I will tell you. So we have butter, uh, yellow onion. I don't have yellow onion. I have shallots, nice substitution, garlic, and then a little bit of cayenne pepper. And these two spices, these what makes Georgian food Georgian. This one is Khmeli Suneli, and this one is Suneli. So this Suneli is a blue fenugreek, and the smell, when you smell it, you know it's Georgian food. It's hard to describe. I would say it kind of resembles it's in the family of fenugreek smells, but it's different. So it's not a complete substitution. You cannot completely substitute this flavor with just regular fenugreek. But if you don't have blue fenugreek, that's fine. I just wanted to show you, we don't have to even use this one today because this one is the blend of this blue fenugreek and other spices. Among those are coriander and cumin and a little bit of dried basil. And this one is what every Ukrainian and every Georgian use to flavor their stews and their meats. It's just beautiful blend. I got mine from Amazon. I get it from Georgia often or from the stores that bring this from Georgia, but now they're available on Amazon and it's amazing. It just they deliver the next day, so it's awesome and the quality is good. It's very fresh and flavorful, so amazing. So these are the ingredients we need for our walnut sauce. Plus a splash of water, or you if you have chicken stock or vegetable stock, you can use that. And probably a little bit of vinegar. I like to add a tiny bit of acidity to balance the flavors, but we will taste and we'll decide. So this is for the sauce. Everything is on one tray, so I can grab it and everything is in one place. And the same, it's like a chef's thing. When you cook, you want to make sure that all the ingredients for the same dish are on the same tray. So these are my ingredients for the salad. And fattoush salad is a Middle Eastern salad that is very, very famous, one of the most famous ones. Crunchy, full of vegetables, delicious. So we're making bagel chips, bagel croutons for the salad today because it always has some sort of crunchy carby thing. You can use pita chips if you have them already made or maybe just in a bag. I'm using the bagel one because why not? It's fun. Then these are my amazing tomatoes that I grew myself. So I will pick some teeny tiny ones and use them in a salad. Oh my God, I'm so proud of myself for growing tomatoes this year. And I planted a bunch, and most of those bushes were purple tomatoes. And finally, I started seeing yellow tomatoes, and these are actually so delicious that I'm fighting with all the birds in the neighborhood to get to them first. Uh, Next, we need a few radishes, and a small Persian cucumber, uh, a little bit of purple onion. I have a huge one, but I'm not going to use all of it. I'll just use maybe quarter or even less. A lemon for the dressing. Uh, if you have pomegranate molasses, use that. That's like a very traditional flavoring. Different if cooking with convection oven. Yes, with convection oven will be the chicken will brown faster because the air circulation will cook faster the protein, and you can just reduce the heat by, like, if we're cooking at 350 right now, for convection oven you can use 340, and you will be with our, like, you will catch up with our speed, because usually convection oven is a little bit faster, a little bit hotter due to the air circulation. So yeah, just drop your temperature 10 degrees if you want to cook exactly at our timing. If you want to keep it at 350, your chicken will be done probably maybe like 7 minutes earlier than ours. So you just need to keep an eye on it. But yeah, you can convection I love and I use it, but right now my oven for some reason doesn't do well with convection. I don't know why. It keeps dropping the temperature. With like the regular regime, it's totally fine. On convection, it randomly drops my temperature. So I don't know why. So I'm not risking today. Then we need a bunch of spices, and don't worry if you don't have some of those. We can survive without them. Salt and pepper, more than enough. But if you have this, we're using za'atar, which is a very, very famous Middle Eastern spice blend. Bunch of dried herbs, a little bit of dried sesame seeds, like all the good stuff. Then sumac. Sumac is a very, very tart berry, kind of like resembles lemony flavor, beautiful, vibrant. You can use it to marinate your onions instead of lemon juice or any acid. You can use za'atar, just massage your onion, and it the acidity from the dried spice will penetrate the onions and they will get milder, very flavorful. So this is a good spice to have at home. And I have coriander. I have a fancy coriander because this brand just gifted me some Red River coriander, but you can use the regular one. And I have wild mountain cumin, which is also very fancy, but regular cumin will do. Um, it's nice to be a chef and have lots of friends in the industry because they can give you nice stuff to try. And I will tell that definitely sourcing of the spices is very important. So I would always choose more expensive spice um, in a smaller jar and spend my money on that, because first of all, when people grow these spices, I would like them to get the money for that. So I only use brands that responsibly source their ingredients. Plus, you don't want to buy, like, the secret is out. You don't want to buy Costco sizes seasonings, because you need to rotate the seasoning every 6 months. After 6 months, every spice will lose its smell, and it's probably 50% of the potency is gone. So you don't want to keep your spices more than half a year. Like 9 months is like the top. So don't buy like huge jars unless you are running a business and you're using that. So try to invest, get a smaller ones, responsibly sourced, and I guarantee the flavor will be better. So then what else we need is two types of oil. I'm using this lovely graza oil. And the reason we have two bottles here is this one is for cooking. This one is oil that can stand the heat. This one is cold press extra virgin olive oil. You cannot heat this one. Like you can, but you don't want to, because this one is more flavorful. It went under cold pressing to preserve all the flavors, and you want to use it only for your dressings. This one, it still tastes like olive oil. It's beautiful, but it's more refined, so it can actually get under heat and not change the flavor and not be like, because the heat ruins the molecule and the structures of oils, and with this one the flavor will just die and it will be totally different. With this one it's not. That's why we use different oils for different things. And also, this oil, if you will taste them side by side, even blind taste, you will be able to tell which one is which, and they even look different. This one is very mild, barely any flavor, very transparent, pale yellow. This one has greenish hue, and this one is darker. It almost has like more viscosity, and like it tastes like it has so much more flavor. That's why this one is for high heat cooking, deep frying. This one is for roasting and sautéing, and this one is for finishing and blending with your dressings. Moving on. This one we're not using today because we are not cooking anything hot. So sauteing is the temperature of our skillet will be uh, medium high. I love graza. I love graza as well. Oh my God, it's so good. And like, people, I'm telling you, they made revolution, because before them, no home cook used these squeeze bottles, which is so convenient. And only chefs use that. And we had to buy like separate bottles and then separate oil, pour that oil into the bottle and all this thing. And now it's like so convenient. And they have glass bottles now, which I cannot wait to have, because it's so much more sustainable. And honestly, I love glass because it's like it's heavy, it's cool. But plastic, I try to minimize the use of plastic in my house. So like you can refill these bottles with graza oil, so you don't have to throw them away. They have a refillable thing, but it's convenient because with glass in a professional kitchen you cannot use that, because you try not to use something that is dangerous. That's why everything is plastic in the kitchen, like all the Tupperware, all the containers in the professional kitchen is actually the opposite, plastic. Home cooks, I'm sure they're not cooking with the same speed as a professional kitchen, so that's fine. But it's like in my head, like glass equals danger. So this one is very, very convenient, and it's like it's nice. Okay, okay, people. So what we want to do right now is to start on our sauce, and it's super simple. The sauce is very, very simple. We need to slice our onions, or like even dice it like, it depends on the dish I'm making. Right now, we want to dice it because we want to cook it as fast as possible. Plus, we are actually blending the sauce, so we're not the yeah. The convenience here is the most important part. Okay, I'm moving my compost bin here. So yeah, I'm using shallots again. You can use yellow onions. I usually use yellow onions. I didn't know I'm out of those, so whatever, shallots are fine as well. So we want to dice as fine as possible, but the looks doesn't matter, because we are going to blend everything in a food processor. And honestly, I always tell this joke to people that Georgian food is like one of the most delicious food ever. I like, totally incredible country to visit and to eat at. But oh my God, if you're allergic to walnuts or garlic, you cannot go to Georgia. That's it, because almost every dish there has one of those or both. most of the time. Walnuts are in almost every dish. It's ridiculous. But with chicken, I love, love, love it. So I'm just dicing like this, finally. This this will be fine. Like that. And we will saute our onions in butter and we'll add just a little bit of oil just to make sure the butter don't burn. Because the thing is, butter will give the sauce the creaminess and like amazing velvety texture and flavor, but we we are at risk of burning the butter if we'll not watch our skillet carefully. But if you will add a splash of oil, it will mix with butter and the butter will not burn at all. So if you want to use butter for sauteing, clarified butter is the way to go because it doesn't burn. It's it's already filtered from milk solids and it can be stored at room temperature. But if you have just regular butter, add a splash of oil and it will not burn. Well, probably it can burn. Anything can burn with the right mindset, but it will be harder. Okay, this is our onion and now garlic. I will let you decide how much garlic you want to use. If you don't want to, oh, ghee, yes, ghee is basically is clarified butter, just another name for it. Okay, ghee is awesome. Yeah, use ghee. So I'm peeling my garlic cloves, and depending on the size, you will and your preference use as much or as little as you want. Oh my God, I have the worst garlic ever. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I'm not using that. I have already pre-peeled garlic in my fridge. This is the key to success. One time to struggle, and then you have your peeled garlic. So you can peel garlic and store it in a Ziploc for a week or even 2 weeks and forget about peeling. Do it once and that's it. I'm using a lot. You can use less. Total like one clove is enough. Two cloves my suggested preference, but I love garlic, so I'm using like a lot today. You don't have to make it super fine, just fine enough, the size of your onions. And I'm keeping my garlic, grow your own garlic, super easy. Yes, okay. That's the next project. I'm growing my leek now. Leek and chives. Garlic is the next thing. I'm using, by the way, I'm so proud. I'm using my herbs. Everything is from my garden, the parsley and the wonderful mint. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We just got this house recently, so I'm building my garlic little by little. Okay, so I'm moving my stove top here, and I will start. Oh, up, 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 up. My camera is moving. Okay, good. Let's do it. I'm preheating on medium high, and we have 10 minutes left on our chicken before we need to flip it. So we need about 3 tablespoons of butter. But I'm when I cook something like this, very comforting, homey, I don't measure. I just go with my common sense and that's it. And I let my experience guide me. So I want you to do the same. You don't have to unless you like really feel like you want to measure everything, then by all means go ahead. If that makes you feel more confident, do it. I'm not measuring. I'm just Looks like 3 tablespoons. So I'm adding that, and I'm using my cooking graza just like that, a little bit. And I will add my onions first. I will let them get soft, and then I will add garlic. The reason is if I will just chop too much and not watch my garlic careful enough, the garlic will burn, and the flavor of burned garlic will make our sauce less delicious. And we don't want that. And have a little bit of regular kosher salt or whatever salt you're using for for the sauce because we will need that. I always use kosher salt in the kitchen because it's I like the flavor. I like the texture. It's perfect for when you just take a pinch. It's easy to measure. When the salt is too fine, for me, it's very hard to measure it with my fingers. I don't get the feel, and I tend to over season, and it's not fun. Okay, so the onions are in. So what we want to do is to make sure they are very, very soft with minimum color. We are not browning the onion. We're just cooking them through and bringing the sweetness and making sure that we're extracting all the flavor but not giving it any color. And then add a little pinch of salt, and this will help the onions to cook faster because salt helps to draw out moisture, and it will speed up the process maybe like 10 to 15%. Okay, it's hard to tell which heat I'm using this cooktop and I'm on 4.5, which is probably medium to medium high heat, not sure. Uh, but you can tell the intensity of the cooking. So match that with your um, cooktop or gas. If you have gas, oh my God, that's the best thing ever. So you can tell already that the onions are softer and they get translucent. So that's nice. If you have larger or uneven chunks, they will take longer to cook. That's why you want everything to be pretty much the same size and as small as possible. And then I will use my small food processor to blend everything. You can use your Cuisinart. I'm using this small one. You can see this one. It has like this thing attached on top because we are not making a huge batch of sauce. So this one is good. Cuisinart is awesome. Whatever you have, we'll just need to blitz the sauce to chop the walnuts. And I'm using regular walnuts. If you have roasted one, roasted are amazing. Use those. I'm just I'm just using raw walnut halves. Okay. Now it's time to add our garlic. And make sure you stir often and the temperature is not too hot so that the garlic doesn't burn. Oh, it smells so good. Nice. Okay, we have 4 minutes on our chicken. So that's perfect because by that time we'll be done with this and I will show you how to flip your chicken. For flipping the chicken, I would suggest something like that. like tongs or some sort of maybe a large wooden spoon. So I will show you what I mean. Because the chicken is hot and you want to make sure that you don't burn yourself. We don't want any accidents. So you see, we have barely any color, but it's starts getting there. So probably 1 to 2 more minutes, and I'm dropping the temperature medium to medium low, but it's almost there. Okay. And then, yes, a little bit of water because the sauce will be pretty dense. Or if you have chicken stock or vegetable stock and you want to use that, totally fine. It will just give more flavor. But you can also leave the sauce chunky. Totally fine as well. Whatever you want. Actually, chunky sauce looks better because when you ground walnuts, the color of the sauce becomes very, very gray and not very appealing, but it's delicious. Okay, so I think my onion is done. You can tell that the color starts happening, so this is good. So what I want to do is to move my cooktop. We don't need this one anymore. And what we need now is this. I'm transferring my onions with oil, with everything here. Every little bit of it. And now add in the walnuts. I will close and I will blitz. And then we'll add the spices and flavor everything. So there is a thing in Georgia, they serve this sauce often cold, like very cold, and chicken is cold and the sauce is cold. So that's one of their famous ritual dishes for the new year. But I kind of like it warm more. I don't know, it's my preference. So you can choose whether to serve it cold, room temperature, or warm, whatever floats your boat. So I'm just blitzing. Ooh, see what we have here? Oh my God. And please take your tasting spoons out. And by tasting spoons, I mean just regular teaspoons. Mm, delicious. So if you have this spice, Khmeli Suneli, you can use just that one. If you don't have it, use a small pinch of coriander, a small pinch of cumin, and a little bit of cinnamon, and I will use cinnamon as well. The timer. Okay, the timer is telling us that we need to take our chicken out and flip it. So let's do it. Chicken is out. We are still at 350. Okay. So to flip the chicken, I do it like that. Be careful. Right now, okay, guys, don't lift it too fast because the skin might get a little bit stuck to the wire rack, so we don't want to damage the skin. I will do it this way. Just slide. Okay, yay. I can lift it now. Yeah, it's better for me. It's better to do it with my hands. See, the skin is intact. It didn't stick, so no oil needed. And you see this um, stripes, marks from the wire rack. That's okay. They will get way less noticeable when it's fully roasted. So this is the first stage of our roasting. We have two more to go. So back to the oven. Now it's breast side up, and it will stay breast side up. So we are roasting for another 30 minutes. Let me double check. Yes, 30 to 35 minutes under 350. So let's do that. 350. Timer is on. 30 minutes. Start. Yay. Cool. A large cast iron pot. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. You know what I do? Usually I just roast my chicken covered. Usually I use cast iron pot for duck, and I roast it, cover it, and then I uncover and roast on under higher temperature, like 400, and gets very crispy. And when you roast with the pot closed, the chicken and the poultry is just so juicy. So you can try roasting close and not even flipping the chicken. Just start breast side up, close pot for, I would say, 40 minutes, maybe 50 even, and then uncover, and the rest like 30 minutes, 400 Fahrenheit, and it will be good. Okay, so back to our wonderful sauce. So here we need to make a decision whether we're leaving this chunky like that and just adding spices, blitzing one more time, and it will be like this, or if you will add a splash of liquid, it will be super, super creamy, and you can blend it until it's just completely smooth and velvety. But with this, the color and the presentation is slightly more visually appealing to my taste. So I will probably leave it like that. I will not blend it until fully smooth. Just want a little bit of texture. So add a pinch of cinnamon. If you don't want to, if you feel like cinnamon does not belong with the chicken, don't add it. I completely understand. But like a teeny tiny pinch, like that, like teeny tiny, very small. And then I'm adding a good amount of this one. You can use any brand. It's about teaspoon. And if you have this spice, just use it. You don't have to add anything else. It's potent enough. But if you don't, then definitely add coriander, about half teaspoon of cumin, and definitely we'll add a pinch of cayenne pepper, just a small one. Again, we don't want it to be spicy. It's not a spicy dish. And what I want to do here is to add a teeny tiny splash of red wine vinegar. This one I made myself a couple years ago, still going strong. Just a little bit like that, just tiny splash. And then we'll taste, and if we want more, we'll add more. Scrape the sides of your food processor. I'm adding a teeny tiny pinch of salt because we already salted the onions. We don't want to over season. And then there's some more. This is the texture I have. And let's taste. Very good. You know what? I will add a teeny tiny splash of water. Just don't want the sauce to be too dry. See, the second you add water, the walnuts get like almost milky. Okay, perfect. So this is, it's not a sauce, it's just kind of like a condiment, but you can totally add more water, blend for longer, and you will get a very, very smooth, beautiful sauce. And I'm not sure if it's in the recipe, but it will be now. Let's add a little bit of parsley or cilantro. In Georgia, they would usually add cilantro. I have parsley from my garden, so why not? I just want to add a little bit of color because this is the golden brown. It's okay, but a little bit of color would just make it even better. Like that. I will add just a little bit. Okay, okay, okay. More than a splash of broth. Yes. Do, 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 do. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So, because too thick, add more water. Add as much as you need to make yeah, to make the right texture. Just add more liquid and then taste and add more seasoning. That's it. That's the only way to blend it is to add more liquid. Probably I'm not adding. Okay, that's good. See, it will never get any more like any smoother than this without more liquid. Never. Probably I would have to add half of this to get to the texture I need. Okay, so taste and we'll see. Very good. I almost want to add a little bit of water, like almost, because still too dry for me. That's good. See, again, probably I added a tablespoon of water and it's already very different. Okay, nice. Yeah, this is it. I'm not doing anything else. Delicious. And I added just like enough cinnamon to feel that something is interesting is happening, but it's very hard to tell that it's cinnamon. It's like something complex, something barely traceable, but it makes the difference. But very few people would be able to tell what's the spice. Okay, nice. I'm moving this one. Now what we want to do is to make our bagel chips, not chips. I don't know why I keep calling them chips. Probably because I crave bagel chips, bagel croutons. So we have one bagel. It's not the freshest one, kind of on a stale side. So that's good. This one is already pre-cut. So see, I'm cutting and it's just falling apart because it's already cut in the middle. If yours is not cut, just cut it and then slice. And the size of our croutons should be like this. You can go bigger, you can go, I would not go smaller. And if you have just store-bought pita chips, don't bother even making this, just use those. If you have any other type of bagel, probably except for blueberry, use that. You don't have to use particularly one kind of bagel. So we have this one, and I will cut to match the size here. Just want to make sure that everything is even. Get a baking sheet, small one. Like so. Just this. And drop your bagel croutons here. And I know that in the recipe, I said that we need to roast it under 375 Fahrenheit, but our oven is at 350. I only have one oven, so 350 it is. We'll just watch it. And then use the cooking graza oil and generously drizzle, and a teeny tiny pinch of salt, and that's it. Just toss it with your hands, cover the bagel pieces. We'll just make sure that every piece is covered so they will be evenly browned. So now our chicken is in the oven and it's 19 minutes to go. I'm sliding this under the chicken. So my chicken is in the middle rack. I'm sliding this on the lower rack, or you can go higher. We just need to make sure we're watching this. And can we start a timer for 10 minutes? Support team, are we able to do that? Because my timer is already busy. So in about 5-ish minutes, we want to take the bagel croutons out and mix them so they will brown evenly. Okay, we need to do a little bit of cleaning so we can continue with the salad. Make sure, yes, timer for 10 minutes. Okay, so in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we'll definitely make sure that we did not burn our bagel croutons, but in 5 minutes, I'll check to make sure that I'll give them a toss. So what we want to do now, we are preparing our salad, and I have some lettuce leaves already soaking in cold water. So they're clean. I will just rinse them and dry them. Just spin a little bit. I'm back. And I'll put a couple of layers of paper towel on top to make sure it's all dry and even. My knives going here. This one is such a good salad spinner. Oh my God. Okay. Nice. I got this beautiful lettuce from the farmer's market just this morning. Cool. Setting this aside. And we want to make our dressing first before we will slice any vegetables, because dressing can wait and vegetables will get soggy and less delicious with every minute. So let's do it. And for the dressing, we're using this oil. The extra virgin one, the drizzle oil. So, first things first, we are layering flavors here. We want to add different types of acidity. Of course, we can use just lemon or just vinegar, but using both will add this nice dimension of flavor. So I'm just squeezing the lemon here. Just need a couple tablespoons. And always taste your dressing, like always taste your everything. That's the key rule of cooking. Always taste everything. Okay. We have vinegar here, a splash of that, about 1 tablespoon or so. You can add a little less right now, and then you taste and add more. It's always easier to add more than take out what you already added. 1 clove of garlic. I'll get my peeled garlic. Probably peeling garlic is my least favorite thing on earth. So I hate it. I'm looking for my microplane. So you can finely mince your garlic, totally fine, mince it. But what I like to do, I like to microplane because it will make the texture of garlic absolutely untraceable. So the flavor will be there, but you will not be able to like bite in chunk of garlic like that. If you have microplane, use it. If you don't, just finely mince. And the thing is, we are adding our garlic straight to the acid, and the acid will kind of very fast make this flavor milder, almost marinating the garlic, almost pickling the garlic. So if you want to make sure that you have garlic, but it's not too garlicky or too pungent, let it sit in this liquid for longer. Yay, 5 minutes. Amazing. People, we are taking our cubes out. And they have a zero color, but they will have soon. Just toast them around a little bit, like that. Nothing is burning. That's good. We already can tell that they are drier. That's it. Oh, they smell so good because they already have the seasoning, the everything seasoning. Okay, back for 5 more minutes, and then we'll decide whether we want them more brown or that's enough. We'll see. So this is what we have here. We want to use our za'atar spice blend if we have it, and sumac as well. Again, if you don't, it's totally fine. So a pinch of salt here. I'm adding probably about half a teaspoon. Good amount of za'atar, as much as you want. You don't have to add a lot. Add as much as you want. And a good drizzle of pomegranate molasses. And this thing is tricky because if you're using brand like Just Date, it will be it will be almost like balsamic like. It will be sweet and viscous and very, very like intense in the best possible way. If you will and taste it, it's tart. It has this astringency, kind of like almost like red wine. You can feel it in your mouth, the sensation, but it's very, very sweet. So it will add the sweetness. But if you will get the one from, let's say, like any Middle Eastern country, you cannot expect the same thing because this one is made here and that one is made in another country, and it can be so tart and so sour that you will have to add some sort of sugar, and you will definitely need to adjust. So be aware of the brand you're using. Taste it first, because this one I've been using for a long time, and it's totally different from the one you can get at the Middle Eastern shop. So this one is perfect because it will add the sweetness and the tartness and the complexity. But if you're just using other brand, make sure it's not too tart. Otherwise, you can combine it with honey. And if you don't have molasses, you can use a drop of balsamic vinegar, like a good one that is aged, and a little bit of honey for the sweetness. It's all about flavor. And then give it a good mix. And now a little bit of black pepper. And let's add our oil a little bit, emulsifying the dressing. And you can store this dressing if you are not going to use all of it today. You can store it in a jar for a few days. And it's a good thing to make more dressing than you need. And then you can use it the next day and you don't have to make it from scratch anymore. Okay, good. Now let's taste and decide what we want to add. It's delicious. I would add a little bit of vinegar. You always want your dressing to taste more sour than you would want. Like in your head, when you taste it, and it's like, oh, it's a little bit over the top. This is perfect because when it will cover the vegetables, it will balance it out perfectly. If you can eat, like, if you like this dressing and you can eat it by a spoonful, that's probably not enough acidity. Like you always want like this teeny tiny bit, like, oh, it's like, but it's like sour. That's a good place to be. We want the acid. Okay, so this is what we're having here. And on, oh, and sumac. Let's add sumac as well, and that's some extra acidity for sure. This dressing is so good, and I I need to confess, there is a formula to make the dressing. Certain part of oil, like certain amount of oil, certain amount of vinegar, like any acid, and then some spices. But oh my god, I could never master it, and I just finally recently started getting the thing. I don't know how. I always followed the rules, and I never was never able to make the perfect dressing. But I think with this one, we nailed it. Okay, see, we don't have much color yet, so it's already 10 minutes. I would put probably another 4, because again, we 10 minutes, it's in the recipe, about 10 minutes for 375, but we are roasting at 350 because our chicken is roasting at 350. So we are sliding it back until we have more color on our cubes, and it's getting there. The edges are already picking up some color, so that's nice. Sliding it back. And team, please, let's do 4 more minutes. Okay, and we have time to finish our salad. That's perfect. Okay, so a nice ball to toast the salad. I will start by chopping our lettuce. Super crunchy. And then, like, you can just tear it apart like this. Totally fine. What I will do, I'll slice off this damaged part. I don't like it. And then I will slice my leaf in half and then chop it into chunks like this. Just like that. just making enough salad for two. You can do less or more. This salad cannot be stored. It will get soggy in about 40 minutes, I would say, an hour. So, because of the greens, so we don't want it to get too soggy. And now we can add some mint. Let's chop some mint and parsley as well, as much as you want. Okay. Like that. Okay, people, I want to make sure that my camera will not die on me. So I will switch the, okay, yay, saved it. So I want more herbs for sure. Mint smells so good. You can use other herbs as well. You can use cilantro, any soft herbs, chives, chervil, basil if you want. I think just parsley and mint is more traditional, but we don't have to be traditional here. This meal is a complete fusion of Italian and Georgian and Middle Eastern, so a little bit from different cultures to make something very delicious. Okay, the herbs I will add last. And now onion. I have a huge onion, so I will be using about this much. Again, if you want to make your onion taste less pungent, you can slice it thin and then soak it for about 10 minutes in icy water. Uh, and it will crispen the slices and it will make the flavor less oniony. It will still be delicious, but it will be more mild. So what I want to do is to go as fine as possible, almost transparent, because we're slicing half moons here. And the thinner you go, the better. That's why you need sharp knives. And last one. Okay. Everything goes into my bowl. I want to wash some of the tomatoes. I have 4 minutes done. Yay. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay. I like it. These are our croutons. I like the golden color. I'm happy. Let's take them out. Okay, if your croutons look like this, you're good to go. I put mine on the uh, on my stovetop just to cool them down a little bit. So let's pick tomatoes. I will try to pick different varieties and different colors just to keep it interesting. Like that. Okay. 3. Okay, this is it. We have 4 different varieties of tomatoes here. Love it. I will wash them very quickly because they came straight from my garden. They have a little bit of this green green dust. I don't know what exact. Probably leaves produce this um, bright green dust that you can find on top of your tomatoes. So this is what we have, washed and dried, and we have 2 minutes on our chicken. Okay, what's up with my camera? Okay, the camera is back. Awesome. So I'm removing the tops. What's happening? Every time I move, the camera comes back and then it goes out again. Weird. Okay, so just slice your tomatoes in half or quarter them, whatever you want. I think I will quarter like that. Okay, perfect. Now we have a rainbow salad. Beautiful. You can use one color, that's fine. Just because I have this already. No matter the shape of my tomatoes, I try to keep the size kind of even, even chunks. Okay. Dropping everything here. And it's time to look at our chicken. Okay. So the chicken is already 1 hour in the oven. Let's take it out. Amazing. So this is what we have here. We already can tell that the skin is getting crispier. Smells amazing. And now what my camera is doing here. Absolutely weird. Okay. And now we like everything. We need more color on the skin. So right now, increase the temperature of your oven to 400. Okay. And we're sliding the chicken back for 20 minutes. At this point, if you want to add a little bit of oil, you can. It will help to get more color on your chicken. I'm not doing that, but you can totally do it if you want. Okay. So timer to 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, we can start probing the chicken with this, and we'll see if we need more time or we're fine. So now we have about 20 minutes to finish our salad, and that's perfect. Okay. The best way to slice cucumbers is this one, mandolins. I know that a lot of people are scared of this, and I'm one of those people because in a restaurant, this thing is number one cause of all the cuts, like severe cuts, because you need to be super, super attentive. The second you lose the the current temp of the chicken. So the oven is at 400. We have not tested the meat temperature yet. We'll do it in 20 minutes. So right now it's in the oven and the oven is 400 Fahrenheit. So if you want to use your mandolin to slice your cucumbers, you do it like that and you rotate the cucumber, because if you will do it on one side, oh my god, for some reason my camera keeps giving up on me. If you will do it on one side, it will get this angle, but if you will rotate, it will keep it round like this. But you can also use your knife. But this one can go mandolin can go very, very thin. This is the thickness we're looking for about this. So we don't want it super thin. If you have a good sharp knife, this is the only thing you will ever need in your kitchen. So don't worry if you don't have any fancy tools. You don't need them, honestly. Again, my grandma, my mom, they cooked always with just minimum equipment. And the food was always delicious. Now we need a few radishes, as much as you want. Another addition of color. So I think because I connected my camera um, to the power, it started playing tricks on me. We'll see. Okay. So again, thin like that. With a dull knife, you will never be able to go thin, but this is the level of thickness. Like almost you want to see the light through that one. Needs to be kind of semi-transparent. Sharpen your knives. Always, always, always. People are scared usually of sharp knives because they think it's easy to cut yourselves. But honestly, I cut myself with dull knives more than I cut myself with sharp knives. So you just need to pay attention. That's the only thing. You lose your attention, you lose your finger. When I started cooking school, we had a lot of people who never cooked before, and they just started. They were like completely newbies, and our chef told us to be the masters of our knives. Knives are not the masters of us. It's like, don't be scared of your knife, because if you're scared, you'll definitely cut yourself. And when it gets like thin and not easy, like this, you can still try and cut, or you can turn and cut this way. But if you're feeling like, oh, it's not safe for me to cut, just eat it. You don't have to like struggle. You don't have to cut every single last slice. Another saying of our chef, the last slice never worth it if you cut yourself. So, so true. Okay. I think 3 radishes more than enough. Okay. Nice. Look at this. Super pretty. What I want to do is to add the dressing. Give your dressing a good mix to emulsify and add it on top. Then use whatever tool you have to mix it. I'm using this. Want to mix it nicely. Beautiful. Let's add our croutons. They are already cool. Mix one more time. And now let's add the herbs. Beautiful. Okay. I found a slice of tomato. Perfect. Okay. So I will go grab a platter just to plate my salad. Now we'll be back. I decided to use this one. It was made by a Ukrainian artist. not, my dear? Now I want to put a few yellow tomatoes on top just to make it a little prettier. Perfect. You can add a little bit of feta cheese if you have. It will be a great addition to this one. You can use other veggies. You can use bell pepper. You can skip some veggies, whatever you want to use. In a month or so, we'll start having pomegranate seeds available. So that would be amazing. They will add nice crunch to the salad. What I will do, I will drizzle a little bit of molasses on top, like that. This is it. This is our beautiful, beautiful salad. I will wipe my station. Beautiful salad is ready. And now we just need to wait for the chicken, and it's 11 minutes. I will put my sauce in a prettier container. Just a sec. It's good that I have all these lovely props for my photo shoots. All these plates I used for my cookbook shooting. I recently finished my second cookbook, and all of these plates are from that one. Nice. Where do we add mint? We added mint to the salad. Yeah, you can. If you did not add your mint, this is the time. Yeah, we added parsley and mint. We finely minced it, and it's already in the salad. So the walnut sauce is here. Yeah, I would rather call it walnut condiment. And the reason I actually did not blend this sauce until smooth today is because when I saw the photo of my class, usually I take my own photos for my food, but at ButcherBox we work with super talented people. One of the studios here in the Bay Area, and they did their own spin, so they did not blend the walnut sauce, and it's like kind of chunky on top of the chicken, and I loved it. I loved the look, I loved the idea, and I decided, okay, maybe I'm not blending it until smooth either, because it gives like this interesting element. So again, today it's like that. It's totally not traditional. Usually it's very, very smooth. The color is very gray, but the flavor is delicious. Okay, this is what we have. And now you definitely need to find a large platter for your chicken. I will go grab one for mine. If you didn't find your meat thermometer, that's the time as well. We need this to make sure that our chicken is cooked through. This is the only reliable way to make sure that your meat is cooked properly, because you can cook meat all the time and it can be 10 out of 10 all the time, perfectly cooked, and the 11th time it will be raw. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to take any chances. Definitely need to be over prepared rather than under prepared. Okay. The chicken, I'll use this one. Put it here. Okay. So what I want you to do right now is I will take the chicken out just to show you. We want to rotate baking sheet just because my oven, and probably your oven too, is not evenly heat. It's super rare when the oven is actually heating evenly in the back and in the front. I did have figure out what we do with the walnut sauce. Oh, we're just putting it on top of the chicken. So here, just a sec, I will show you the chicken and then we'll rotate the baking tray. So our chicken is beautiful. See? And I will show you what I mean. You see this leg? This leg is kind of more golden. This one, I will turn it to you, is more pale. This side is way paler than this side. And it's because this side was closer to the back of the oven that is hotter. And the other side was close to the door. So that's why you want to rotate your chicken to make sure that everything is evenly browned. But what we want to do right now is, since the chicken is out, let's probe the temperature. And I will go straight to the thigh, but not touching the bone. Okay, let's see. It shows that the temperature is 170. We'll see. And let's touch then right here. See you don't see, but you will see now. My temperature is 143. I'm very close to the bone here, but I'm not touching the bone. So we need about 10 more minutes. And again, rotate the chicken. The paler side needs to be closer to the back of the oven. That's what I'm doing right now. So the temperature we are looking for is 165. So I have 5 more minutes on my timer, but we'll probably need 10 more minutes for the chicken to be done. So with walnut sauce here, if you decided to leave it chunky like that, you can serve it on the side and then slice the chicken, put the sauce or whatever condiment, walnut condiment on top or near the chicken and just eat it like that. You can just have the whole chicken, put this one all over the chicken and eat it like that as well. If you blended it until it's smooth, what they do in Georgia, they would carve the chicken, cut it into pieces, and then toss it and cover it in this walnut sauce completely. And the next day, they would eat it, and even the same day, they would chill it and eat it cold with this walnut sauce. I'm not a fan of eating it cold with walnut sauce. I still like it warm with my walnut sauce. So this is what I would recommend. If you blended your sauce until it's smooth, just cut your chicken into pieces, toss it with the sauce, and serve it like that. This one I will just put. Ooh, yes. Okay, somebody is already done. Everything is delicious, amazing. See, I have a few more minutes to go. Budmo. Okay, yes, this is it. I will drink with you. My non-alcoholic cider. Yes, amazing. I'm happy that you loved it. And tell me if you've smelled the lemony smell from this lemons that was stuffed inside the chicken. I think it makes like a very, very nice addition. So almost done, almost done. I have 3 more minutes on my timer. You already know what to do with your chicken. Absolutely have to tell you about wine pairing here. So you can choose whatever wine you want. It's up to you. Definitely, I would recommend to go either with like nice, robust white or very light-bodied red, like Pinot Noir, Grenache, something very, very light-bodied, high acidity, that would go well. But next time, if you really want to go authentic, orange wine is your friend because that is the closest wine pairing that they would have in Georgia. As something rustic, if you can have Georgian wine, Rkatsteli, amazing. It's robust, it's white, it's oh yes, scrape the sauce from the roasting pan, pour it on top of chicken. Amazing idea, amazing. Do it, yes. So yeah, orange wine would be, I think, the best pairing here. But honestly, whatever you like will is the perfect pairing. Whatever wine you want, what makes you happy. That's the one wine you want to serve it with. So when you will plate your chicken, snap a photo and tag ButcherBox, tag me, Anna Voloshina Cooks, tag Truffle Shuffle, and we would love to see your creations in the world. If you want more recipes, I have a cookbook. The name of cookbook is Budmo, recipes from a Ukrainian chicken. And I have another Georgian chicken in there, and it's a whole chicken cooked in milk. Trust me, it's amazing. It's very, very easy, delicious. Might sound weird. Trust me, tastes incredible. So what I will do, I will show you the chicken that I have. I'll probe the temp, and if I'm not there, I will say bye-bye to you, and my chicken will go for 5 more minutes. 165 Fahrenheit is what we're looking for. Don't cut it short. If it's like 163, you have my permission, and then we need to let the chicken rest. Just cover it with whatever sauce you have and let it rest for 10 minutes before slicing. It's very, very, very important because when you let your protein rest, you will lose less juices when you cut. If you will cut your chicken right away, all the precious juices will just spill out. If you will wait for 10 minutes, most of the juices will be retained inside of the chicken. That's the magic of cooking. That's the rule. Don't cut it too soon. Let it come. Anyway, you don't want to eat like piping hot chicken. You want it hot. You don't want to burn yourself. So what we have here, beautiful, beautiful chicken. Amazing skin. Oh my God, this skin is beautiful. Okay, let's try. Let's see. I'm going in like this. I'm still not there. I'm at 152. So 152 means that 6 more minutes in the oven. So I will do that, and I'm already super happy with the skin. Brown, beautiful, crispy. I can tell that the chicken is juicy. So okay, 6 more minutes. Thank you so much, lovely people. I think you've seen my chicken. 6 more minutes for me in the oven. Maybe your chicken is done already. Only your thermometer can tell. Promise me you will wait 10 minutes before you will carve it. 10 to 15 minutes. Put the walnut sauce on top or serve it on the side, whatever you want. Like, you're making the rules here. I'm not making the rules. Serve it with your wonderful salad. Tomorrow, the leftovers will be amazing. So you can reheat them in the oven, in the sauce. And thank you so much for being with me. We already have another class in a pipeline for October. It will be amazing chicken, marsala chicken with mushrooms. and I think it will be couscous. I don't remember for sure, but I think couscous is happening. So thank you so much. Come join my next class. Definitely check out other classes at ButcherBox. They are amazing. We have the best team of chefs. Um, okay, this is it. Happy Sunday. Enjoy your day off. Tomorrow is Monday. I hope you're ready, and I hope this meal will give you strength to go through the week. So, thank you so much. Always happy to be with you here. Enjoy your meal and budma.